We are so glad to have each of you from wherever you join us in this content conference for teachers of science, technology, engineering, arts, mathematics, and physical education.
Wow, wow, wow. This is a thrill. I get so many rewards from having started Teach Now 10 years ago. In fact, 10 years ago today, it wasn't even an idea, which is pretty amazing when you think of all that's happened since then. So we like to think of ourselves as being responsive to the needs of teachers all over the world, anytime, anywhere, so that whatever life throws at you, we hope to be responsive in providing in our collaborative activity-based approach to learning courses and experiences for you that really will immediately equip, enable, and empower you in whatever learning environment you find yourself in to be an outstanding, very effective teacher.
We have developed an educational system that is based on these very linear processes. And the educational system, at least in the United States, is really modeled after industrial age learning and the need to prepare people to sit on a line in a factory and do the same thing over and over again. And so our brains were trained to do that. And so what we need to do now, particularly after this last crazy year that we've had, is learn to understand how the brain processes this new information so we can develop new approaches to learning. Brain-based learning has the power to impact our understanding of when and how certain information should be delivered and reinforced. We know that when those kids come to us, their little brains are developing. And when we want to reinforce reading, there's a time when we need to reinforce those reading skills if we want to get it right. And there's a process. There's a way that we have to do that to make sure it's successful.
So it looks like, I have to reimagine education. That is the big takeaway from Dr. Pacheco, because we can't go on using the same pedagogy we used in the past years.
Questions that kids have in terms of how does this, I teach math, by the way, how does this relate to my everyday? How does doing this particular problem help me in life? And when they ask these type of questions and they have their technology right there in their hands, I can just pull it up right up in front of them and be like, this is where, these are the things.
I was at a PYP school, which is very kind of designed around that nonlinear thinking, right? It's like you're choosing your own topics and stuff, but then trying to make sure you're teaching the kids like, okay, here is the technology available. Here's how we can create a podcast, we can do this, and teaching them not just that there's technology, but like all the different ways you can use it and use it appropriately. I think,
when the pandemic, the situation happened, we just tried to, like for me, like as I said, it was a nightmare for me. How am I going to do PE with my middle school student? Is it going to be fitness? Is it going to be whole hour jumping jacks? What am I going to do? And then bit by bit, I just, try to ask people, and it was a really nice sort of I know it's not nice to have that pandemic, but at the same time, when you ask other people from different places all around the world, you are so helpful.
The metacognition, the gains in student voice and student ownership of their own learning from having some thinking around how did I learn best in this unit? What challenges did I face? How would I change this? Adding that student voice.
On behalf of Moreland University and the amazing staff and faculty who have come together to make this very first conference happen, thank you for being here. I hope that you have learned a lot, built community, and had a really, really fun time.